Suzanne Bates, Speak Like a CEO, Secrets for Commanding Attention and Getting Results. Secrets for Communicating Attention and Getting Results. In a Speak Like a CEO, Secrets for Commanding Attention and Getting Results, Suzanne Bates sheds light on the importance of effective communication in a leadership role. The book emphasizes that while speaking well is crucial for any leader, it takes practice and conscious effort to develop strong communication skills. You will explore the essential traits of credible leaders, including honesty, vision, approachability, and emotional intelligence, which are all attainable through persistent practice. Dive into the key secrets to giving impactful speeches, making presentations, handling the challenges of question and answer sessions, and organizing productive meetings.
Mastering the art of communication. As a leader, the ability to communicate is crucial, yet very few are good at it. A study found that 61% of professionals believed their bosses were poor communicators. However, 90% agreed that it's an essential part of leadership. When leaders fail to communicate effectively, employees become disheartened and seek information elsewhere. The book emphasizes that communication skills can be mastered, but it requires an individual to analyze their current speaking ability before improving it. Traits of credible and authentic leaders. Credible leaders possess several vital qualities such as honesty, vision, approachability, generosity, emotional intelligence, clarity, knowledge, skill, and responsibility. These traits are developed over time through consistent practice and keeping oneself accountable for their actions. Authenticity is the key to making a connection with people. Sharing personal information, life experiences, and values demonstrates confidence and consistency, while inconsistency can lead to a loss of credibility. The higher one climbs, the more critical effective communication becomes. Therefore, developing a unique voice and personality is crucial to becoming a credible and authentic leader. Secrets to delivering powerful speeches. To deliver a powerful speech, focus on a big idea, stay topical, stay focused, be honest and sincere, overcome problems, look to the future, show your human foibles, and have a mission. According to the author, executives must also master the art of making presentations that educate or sell a product. Mastering speech writing. Convey your message with humor, anecdotes, and a flawless outline. The best stories are those that add an element of conflict and reality to your speech. Keep a file of observations and anecdotes for future use. If you're tasked with writing a speech, begin by establishing your message. Once you have that, create a concise outline, using no more than 3 supporting points. To keep your audience engaged, infuse humor, interesting facts and anecdotes. Using stories is an excellent way to begin, transition, and end your speech, adding suspense and humor. To make your stories impactful, use original accounts with an element of conflict and sufficient detail to make them believable and authentic. Lastly, maintain a file of observations and anecdotes you encounter in daily life, as they can be useful in future speeches. Engage your audience. Create an engaging presentation by involving your audience and focusing on their needs with a conversational style and an audience agenda system. Define your topic, what your audience should learn and do. Understand why they are there, find common ground and defer to them if necessary. Limit the use of visual aids and prioritize your message. Mastering powerful communication. Effective communication requires clear and simple answers with a touch of confidence, appropriate dress style, and audience awareness. Communication is an essential skill that drives personal and professional growth. However, the art of speaking effectively in public and during interviews requires intentional effort. In the book's summary, we learn that simplicity is key to success in speech delivery. This was evident when presidential candidate Ted Kennedy fumbled in a 1980 interview with correspondent Roger Mudd because he lacked a clear answer to the question, "Why do you want to be president?" As a speaker, to exude confidence during interviews or speeches, you must prepare simple answers to respond to simple questions. Similarly, when giving a speech, dressing appropriately and approaching the podium confidently help you appear in control. Even experienced speakers can improve. A speech coach can help identify strong and weak points in your content and delivery. It's also important to remember that the content and style of a speech depend on the audience being addressed. Therefore, it's necessary to shape your speech in a way that is relatable to the audience. To improve on public speaking skills, practice speech delivery in front of trusted individuals, and record yourself to assess your progress. Remember, getting off to a good start is vital in horse racing and public speaking. Finally, the summary emphasizes the importance of knowing when to stop as opposed to delivering a long-winded speech that may bore the audience. Q&A sessions and public speaking. Public speaking is not complete without question and answer (Q&A) sessions that follow the speech. It provides the audience with an opportunity to ask questions and further engage with the speaker. It's an essential aspect of leadership that requires transparency and honesty. According to Abraham Lincoln, if I were two-faced, would I be wearing this one? A lack of questions during Q&A sessions is a warning sign that the audience is either disinterested or unwilling to raise their concerns. As a speaker, it's important to stay calm and maintain composure during such sessions if they become confrontational. Honesty is critical in a Q&A. Every question demands a precise answer, and a speaker should never evade an answer. If you're unsure about answering a question, admit it to your audience. Being mindful of the underlying emotions during a Q&A session is essential since some audiences may inquire about sensitive topics. Being prepared to answer the audience's questions requires considering the most sensitive questions that they could ask and crafting answers ahead of the session to avoid being caught off guard. Answering a difficult question requires being brief, specific, complete, and positive, but never brushing off sensitive questions. By meeting with audience representatives informally beforehand, you may find out what pushes their emotional hot buttons and what they are concerned about. Effective meetings. Meetings can be productive and useful when organized properly. To ensure a successful meeting, it's crucial to have a purpose and invite only essential participants to attend. Contact participants beforehand to discuss topics that will be covered and create an agenda. During the meeting, encourage participation and resolve any conflicts that arise. Summarize the key points and get consensus on the next steps to take. By doing these things, productive and effective meetings can become a norm.
Suzanne Bates' book equips you with valuable insights into the significance of communication in a leadership position and the tools necessary to enhance these skills. Through practice and dedication, you can learn the elements of speaking well and develop your own unique voice and message. Embrace the art of staying topical, being honest, overcoming problems, and having a mission to establish an emotional connection with your audience. By mastering presentations, navigating challenging questions, and conducting purposeful meetings, you can foster trust and credibility within your organization. Remember that refining your communication skills takes dedication but will undoubtedly enhance your leadership abilities.